friends, it's Mrs. Deal and my helper, Ronan, here today. Last time we met for science, we had talked about how things move. We said how things can move by going up, down, they could go around. We also talked about how we can push and how we can pull things to get them to move. This week's lesson in science, we're going to talk about wheels and how wheels help to make it easier to move things. I want you to think about a time when you had to get somewhere quickly. Maybe if you were running late for school, you missed the bus. How did you get to school quickly? What was something that you chose to maybe ride in or use to get there? Give you a couple seconds to think about it. Ronan, do you have any idea? If you were to get somewhere quickly, what is something you would choose to use? Okay, so Ronan said maybe a motorcycle, and that's good. Maybe you thought of a car, your van, maybe a truck to get there. We know most of us usually take the bus to get to school if we're running late. Those are all some good examples. And there's a reason why you chose a car, why Ronan said a motorcycle, a truck, a bus, and that is because those vehicles have wheels, and wheels go around and they roll, and that rolling motion helps move things faster. Instead of saying, oh, I would run to school, or oh, I would walk or ride my bike, you would get there faster in a car or in a truck or something that has wheels. I want you to take a look at our picture that we have on here. So we have a boy and a girl. The boy has a bag of rocks, and the girl has a wagon. They need to move this bag of rocks, and the boy thinks he is going to slide the bag of rocks across the table, and that's easier for him. The girl thinks that putting the bag on the wagon and rolling it across would be easier. I want you to take a second and think, what do you think would be easier? Sliding the bag of rocks across the table, or putting it on the wagon and pulling the wagon? Take a second to think. Ronan, did you think? What do you think would be easier? Do you think putting the bag of rocks on a wagon and pulling it, or sliding it, using our force of pushing it across the table?
Taking the rocks and putting it on the wagon and pulling it.
Okay, that's a good guess. So he says putting it on the wagon and pulling the wagon. And remember, let's take a look. The wagon does have wheels, and we did say wheels help make things move easier. Ronan's going to demonstrate here for us. We have a homemade sandbag that is 25 pounds. Ronan is going to try to slide it across the table, and then he's also going to try and pull it in a wagon. And he's going to see which way is easier. Ronan, you want to try and slide it across the table? Okay, is that easy? A little bit? Okay, let's take our sandbag. You try and lift it. We'll put it in the wagon. Okay, Ronan, you want to try and pull that? Good job. What do you think was easier?
Pulling it on the wagon.
Okay, so Ronan said pulling it in the wagon was easier. And Ronan's right. Our wagon has the wheels on it, and we know wheels help make things move easier. So the wagon with wheels helped him move the bag of sand faster, and it was easier. He didn't have to use as much force to pull it than if he slid it across the table. It would take longer than if he would just pull it across the table. So we said things that have wheels can help move things faster. Let me get this. Let's take a look at our page. We can see on here, this looks like outside somewhere, maybe in a little town. We see many different ways that we can move things. Taking a look over here, we have a delivery truck. So this delivery truck is delivering, we can see some fruit on here, delivering fruit to the store. The delivery truck has wheels. We were able to bring that food on the truck with wheels. But then take a look, the delivery guy is pushing the boxes on a dolly. This dolly helps you take objects or take boxes from somewhere to another place easier because it has wheels on it. Instead of him lifting up the boxes, he can put them on the dolly with the wheels, and the wheels roll and help push it to the store. Down here we have a lady pulling a boy in a wagon. Instead of carrying the boy, which would be a lot harder, or even just holding his hand and walking, they're able to get to the place faster by pulling him in a wagon with wheels. And we see over here, this gentleman is walking on the sidewalk with his suitcase. Some of you might have a suitcase like this at home. This suitcase is pretty special because it has wheels on the bottom. So instead of him carrying that heavy suitcase to where he's going, he can pull it by the handle, and the wheels will help roll that heavy suitcase to the place that he is going. Over here we have a gentleman pushing a little boy in a stroller. And like we said over here, it was a lot easier to pull in the wagon, so this would be a lot easier to push the child in the stroller with the wheels. Instead of carrying it or having the little boy walk next to him while holding his hand, they can get to their place faster by pushing him in a stroller. And we can see over here, the lady is just leaving the store, and instead of carrying her groceries in a bag, she is pulling it in a shopping cart with wheels. So the wheels are rolling and helping move the food faster than having to carry it in the bags. We can see it that says down here, wheels make it easier to push and pull. Okay. Our last page we have on here, this is a special kind of wheel. Whoops. Rose, can you get me that, please? Uh-oh. No, it's... I think it may have broken. Okay. That one's a little bit. Okay, I'll just do it. It's fine. Alright. So on here we have a special kind of wheel. This wheel is called a pulley. So a pulley, it says it in its name, a pulley is something that we pull. It is shaped like a wheel. It is round, and it has a rope that goes around the wheels, and we attach, like in our picture here, they attach the flag to the rope, and it helps pull it up. The boy, if he would want to put the flag at the top of the pole, he would need to use a ladder. But instead of using a ladder, he is able to attach the flag to the pulley, and then he pulls the rope as it travels from the bottom to the top. And when he wants to take it down, he can just pull the rope down, and the flag will then come down the other side. Another place you might see a pulley is on a clothesline. So this lady is hanging her clothes. Instead of walking to each spot on the line, she is able to use the pulley to pull the rope down, attach the clothes, and then push it along so the next part of the rope can come and she can attach the clothes to that. Okay, so we can see a pulley is a special kind of wheel, and we can either push and pull with pulleys. So this is another way that we can move something easier, just like we've been saying. Using the wheels helps to move things easier by the rolling of it, by either pushing or pulling that rolling. Ronan, can you tell our friends, what do you think the easiest way to move something? Is it easier to move it by lifting it, By sliding it or by rolling it?
By rolling it.
By rolling it? Okay. And what is something that we use that rolls and helps move things easier?
A wheel.
A wheel. Good. Now we're going to head on outside, and Ronan and his little brother Ryder are going to show you some of their favorite wheels that they like to use that helps them get to places faster and move around faster. All right? Ryder! Ryder!
Ryder.
Alrighty friends, I hope you enjoyed our science lesson today on wheels. I challenge you to go around your house and find some things in your house that might have wheels on. Think about, what do you use those things for? And also, does it make something easier? Alrighty, I love you and miss you all. Bye.